morning. How are you?
Good. I was up way too late last night.
I'll show you why in a minute. But why were you?
I had a haircut at 5:45, which is the latest I've ever had a haircut. I didn't even know my place was open that late. And then I decided to dye my hair when I got home.
So you won't
And
look
that
like
takes
eventually?
that takes 4 hours
Oh.
because I use henna. So it goes in and then it has to stay.
Yeah.
So, and then
It looks fantastic. It's like really natural color for you.
yeah, it doesn't look like this in real life. Like what I'm seeing on my screen, it doesn't look like this in real life. But what it does is it takes my grays and makes them red or like blonde.
You have like highlights that way.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was another takeaway from the Philippines, learning about henna and doing that. That's a very popular hair dye method there. Yeah. And then it's great because they have, the Filipino ladies have such beautiful black hair, but then when they start to go gray, they have, like white hair. So they use henna and then that becomes like beautiful goldy red, like shot through their hair. It just is so gorgeous.
Yeah. And
I love it.
I had only sparse gray. That would be one thing, but I started going gray like in a patch. You know what I mean? So and then
I was growing my hair out, the dye out during the pandemic in the hopes that I had developed a cool patch in the meantime. But no, I'm very salt and pepper.
But that's okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just not ready to embrace it yet.
Oh, see, and I don't really care. And I don't have the patience. I do not have the patience for all of the things that you do.
Well, I was telling my daughter, I was like, if I was grayer, I would embrace it. Like, I don't feel like I'm gray enough to be happy with it yet. So I'm in that weird in-between stage.
And I don't even remember the in-between stage. Like, I guess I could look back at photos from 10 years ago, but I don't really remember.
Yeah. Well, my brothers have all followed the same pattern. I'm the youngest. I have 3 older brothers. They've all followed the same grayness pattern. And so I think I have about 7 years and then I'll be gray enough that I can just let it go. So I am actually looking forward to it. I will say that.
So by the time you're my age, you'll be gray.
Yeah. And then I'll do the Jana.
You mean you're going to shave the side of your head too?
Yeah, just
right on. I think maybe I should do a like purple.
I think so too. Why would you not? That's
right.
Just do it.
I don't know if I should just be like non-committal and go get some like manic panic, the temporary stuff just to see. Or if I should just go see my hair gal and be like, give me purple.
Yeah, just do it.
I mean, worst case scenario, just shave the rest, right?
Well, that's the great thing about having short hair is any mistakes or flubs or like anything you don't fully love, it grows out so quick,
I know. So I went in and had my like trim up shave thing, like, because it's undercut. So I went in and had that done and it grows out so fast when she does it. It looks like snow. And it looks like cotton fluff that comes out. Yeah, it totally looks like cotton fluff. And I have to go in and have the buzz like every 3 weeks because it annoys me when it's like.
Yeah, that it gets too puffy.
Anyway, totally.
So why were you up so late?
Oh, knitting.
Oh yeah. Well, I had to finish off my row for last night, my rows. So I was up till 12:30.
I think I was up till about midnight, but see, there's 2 hours difference. I still had to get up my alarm still went off at 5:45. Yeah.
Well, I was up at 6 too, because I made plans to go walk with a friend and I felt like I couldn't cancel because I had stayed up late knitting, like
it's not your friend's fault. You made
that's a lame excuse to bail on a friend. Right. So I'll have a nap later today.
Ooh, okay. So let's see day 5 of, ooh.
So there's the stripe from last time. Oh, and I wanted to say, if you follow
day 4 stripe.
Day 4. Yeah. Today's day 5. So this is the day 4 color.
Okay. And if you follow the fiber seed on Instagram, the day after the color. So day 2, she shows day 1, and she also shows
the character from the book that the colorway is inspired by.
Right.
So this one was inspired by a porcupine, and this one was inspired by a tabby cat. And then I haven't actually seen these two yet because we're not, I gotta wait and see what they are. But so those are my first 4 colors.
Okay. So how did it work out with the yarn chicken?
Okay, I still lost yarn chicken.
Oh no. Damn chicken.
So I don't know what's going on. So just these last 4 stitches here. And I probably could have just barely made it work, but I would have nothing to weave in. So I just did these last 4 stitches in like a mid gray, which shows up. I mean, it's there's no real gray in here, but it's the right tonality for the rest of the yarn. So yeah, I'm gonna go one more day. I am at the right stitch count. I'm at the same stitch count as with this orange one where I had a yard left. So I'm wondering if there's variations in the skeins.
I wonder if there's just slight variations in
just slight.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna not alter anything today and see what happens. And then if I come up short again, I'll go ahead and just decrease 1 stitch, just so I'm not having to weave in so many ends by doing the last few a different color.
Right. So yeah, I was just knitting, and I guess I can show you. Okay, so everybody knows I'm knitting two Maya cardigans because for both my daughters, and the one that I'm not filming on the channel, I'm trying to hurry ahead with because my daughter goes to college, and I want her to have this by the time where she's done with winter break, when she goes back in January, because it's very cold in Southeast Wyoming, and her school is higher elevation than here, and it's just brutal. I mean, when it's like, -10 and blowing 30 miles an hour, literally, it's just, anyway, I want her to have it. And so I'm on the just round and round on the body part. So
it's so pretty.
yes. So I just want her to have it, and I'm just trying to get it done. But the thing is, now I need to hurry up and video tutorial the other color that I'm knitting on the channel. So must knit faster.
Yeah.
One more episode.
I'm hoping today to get the second sleeve cast on. I finished the first sleeve. I've knitted up. We were looking at the schematic, and it looked like the sleeve ends at the fullest part of the bust because there's some looseness here.
Yeah.
So I knitted that far, which I think you're right, Jana, because I had to knit an extra 1.5 inches to get it to that point.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine, like, that's a good 4 more inches I would have had to knit.
No, you don't knit all the way up. We talked about this the other day. If people look on page 5 of the schematic and you see where she has measurement A, which is the circumference that you measure around your bust.
Yeah.
That's the midpoint, I think, where you join the yoke.
Right, where we tie everything together and start knitting a big round.
That's the thing.
I think you're right. We'll see.
You can try it on, and I will.
Yeah.
We will try it on because the daughter that I'm knitting for, the rosy colored one on the she is still at home, so we'll try that on. And I'll show she and I on the podcast, and we'll try it on. Anyway.
Awesome.
So that's coming up shortly. Not next week, but the try on part. But filming of the steek stitches and starting the body is coming on Friday. So yeah. So what's day 5 skein? Let's see your
day 5.
Da-da-da.
Wow.
That's
Look at that.
Yeah. Ooh, that's fiery. Yeah.
What is this in Eric Carle book? That is awesome. And we have all this yellow in this one, so that'll be on that.
That's going to be fun.
That is crazy. I like that. Cool. Okay, so this is my one for today. I got a knit.
And you're going to try to do the sleeve.
And I'm going to try and start this sleeve.
Well, not do the whole sleeve. I mean, that's a lot of knit in one day, right?
Yeah.
And you're on the East Coast, so your morning's half gone already. So
I know.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd like to get at least the cuff done. Anyway, let's see yours. Which one you're doing? Girl in her wool?
Yep, a girl in her wool, day 5. Yes. Ooh. Oh. I was not expecting that. Okay, look.
Ooh.
Ooh, we're going in for some.
That's pretty. It has that rusty brown in it again.
Oh, lovely. Wait a minute here. Let's see how it looks with the previous day.
Is there like some yellowy green in it now?
Yeah. Well, maybe a little here. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is day. Let me make sure I'm grabbing the right one, because what was cool about how she did this was she put the days. If you lose the stickers or whatever, you're not sure what order the fade goes in, she did put them on the stickers.
That's very helpful. That's smart. Yeah.
Yeah, Lauren's like that. So this was day 4. So here's day 5.
Ah.
So I feel like we're going into some, cloudiness maybe, but that's lovely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Lovely. Cool.
Day 5.
Okay.
British Yarn Explorers. Oh, it's another off-white.
Okay.
There's the yarn. A little off-white. I have no idea what this is. Let's see. Here's it's Lonk. It's Lonk yarn. I'm excited about that. Okay. So I don't know how many of you guys know about Project Lonk.
I have no idea. I don't know what Lonk is.
Oh, so it's a very region specific yarn. Lonk. It's only like one valley in the northeastern part of England, and there's a sheep farmer up there and a fiber artist, and they recently did Project Lonk on Kickstarter to get some spun out and get it into people's hands. So I gave to the Kickstarter, and I'm waiting the yarn just yesterday, or it will be the day before when this goes live. They had footage, like the fiber is at the mill, it's getting spun.
Oh,
it's very exciting. Okay, sourced from Whitehall Studio. That's the people who are doing this. Awesome. So Project Lonk came about as an antidote to the fashion industry in which Nick Corrigan found herself. She wanted to create a fully circular knitted project that is 100% Yorkshire. Project Lonk is the beginning of trying to fulfill that ambition. The Lonk sheep breed is over 200 years old, bred on the Lancashire and Yorkshire Pennines. So this is actually from those animals that are part of Project Lonk.
Nice.
And yeah.
What a neat surprise.
I know. How cool is that?
So my question is, what does that mean? The combination they're bred on the pennies? What was that last term you
that is like the little hill mountainy range that they're in.
Okay. I haven't heard that. I didn't know what that term meant.
Pennines. So yeah, so they're very
penning, like ing. Okay.
No, penning. Pennines.
Oh.
Pennines. Pennines. Pennines.
Pennines.
Someone will correct us below.
I'll look it up and put some. Yeah.
So they so it is grown there, it is spun there in that area. It's very small miles to it.
Nice.
So
cool.
Yeah.
What a good surprise.
Very cool.
Since you had been interested in that project anyway. That's not really cool. That's serendipitous.
Yeah.
I just want to say
awesome. That. It's a good word to say. My little tag didn't have a tie on it, so I'm trying to tie it onto the yarn itself. So don't mind me for a second.
Okay. So you do that.
Let's see yours.
All right. So this is day 5 of the national parks and day 2 of the Glacier National Parks trio of the inspiration photo from Glacier. Okay. This one is from Bella Filato Studio in Traverse City, Michigan.
Oh, they are new to me.
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out where's the tape and how do I open this? I think this is just one of those, like, just rip it kind of things.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. But it's sparkly paper and that makes me happy. Ooh. Well, I wasn't expecting that, but that totally makes sense. Wow, it's an off-white, but and I don't know if my monitor will pick it up, but there are some very, very subtle shades of other things.
They're like gray. I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's kind of, I would call it a tonal, if that's possible to have an off-white tonal, but there are some very subtle, like, hints of blush, something.
Okay.
And yeah, like you picked up a little gray. I don't know if you could even see that in the monitor.
Oh, I do. I see a
like
little
right there. Yeah, that's
pinky,
not a shadow. That is a little tonal something. So, right. Okay. So there's her logo.
Very cool.
Yeah. Bella Filato Studios. We'll put the link down below. So that will be lovely next to yesterday's.
Yes. Very nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
Cool. All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Good to see you today.
All right. Happy knitting. Lots to do
Thanks.
today.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.